All right, folks. The deck is Quest Warlock. Currently, everybody's favorite deck on the ladder right now. We're going to be trying this out, seeing how strong it actually is. Essentially, the goal of the deck is to take a bunch of damage, like you do with regular Darkglare Warlock. But then, when you complete the quest, you can use things like Unlicensed Apothecary and Crystallizer to deal damage to your opponent instead of yourself. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle.
Watch this!
Wonder if the quest is good if you don't draw Darkglare. I think everyone should just avoid not drawing Darkglare. That's what I've learned from these games. I'm gonna hold the tap for next turn. And then I go Demon Seed tap, second Tour Guide. What I hate about this meta is not the fact that Quest was introduced, it's the fact that Darkglare became popular. Let's tap first, see if I can get something worth brooming. Because I don't really want to leave that up, right? Well, I drew the good card. But at a kind of awkward point. In Legend, maybe, but not Ladder.
Grab your cutlass, let's buckle swash! Pirates away!
Jeez. I want to tap first.
A little agony goes a long way.
Your tour ends here!
Okay, this is probably dying, but that's fine. Eternal Cabal, thank you for the prime. So what beats Darkglare? A lot of decks. Secret Mage, Tax Paladin, Even Hunter, Combo Mage, potentially. If I go here, here, that costs 2, so it's not quite playable. Tap this. It gets them a weapon, or some weapon. I need to lead with a tap here, I think. I think I gotta kill this, right? Represents too much damage. This armor doesn't matter when I have infinite damage. Tax Demon Hunter beats Darkglare? Oh yeah, that's the next deck I'm gonna play. But this one has 8 attack. I guess they didn't want me to complete the quest. The most fair solution to Darkglare just increases mana cost. Maybe elevate to legendary so you can only run one copy. think we could probably just delete it in wild. I think I'd be fine with that. I don't think everyone else necessarily would be, but I would be. Go here. I'm out of brooms, but it should be fine.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
14 should be a relatively safe life total. They play another pirate, they do 6 damage.
In the box? Pirate stuff.
A good draw. To get some more minions on board. But the Tamsin plus the Crystallizers should be pretty disgusting next turn. Because it heals for 10 and deals 10 to the opponent. I'm very close to dying though. How does Darkglare interact with Tamsin? Bad? Okay, stops working, that's what I figured.
All of Stormwind shall share my pain.
Thank you for confirming.
Flesh fails. Try Vista. Flesh fails. Try Vista.
Yeah. Crystallizer is gross after Tamsin? Yeah. This is the first time that the quest has actually been relevant. How did they get that? Oh, the Burgle.
Set sail!
Yeah.
Juggernaut is under my command.
I mean, they should just be dead to the Backfire turn, right? Seems likely. Easy. We'll keep. Chat is scrolling so fast, Roffle won't see this. Yeah, you're right. It's too bad. Really would have liked it if he saw that. Alright, well, opponent played this card, we played Darkglare. I think that gives us an advantage.
A little agony goes a long way.
Mm-hmm. How are we doing on this? Go to 6, perfect. 6 out of 6, perfecter. Seems good.
Well played.
Thank you. It's unfortunate, but like I still get I'm still way ahead and I get decent progress next turn. I should be able to complete by turn 5. Ray's dead?
Job's done.
Ray's dead would have been very good. Now that said, we just get to go here and like here, maybe? Unfortunately, I won't be able to get this down, but I will get the quest completed for turn 5. I think I just used the broom.
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor.
This is once again kind of like showing the difference between a Darkglare start and a non-Darkglare start. Currently struggling against this deck. Anything to counter it? Well, I'm going to be trying a deck that supposedly counters it quite well immediately following this one, so. But, like, anything running, uh-oh. I might not be able to get the Tamsin down. Anything running Narrow Bar Weblord beats it pretty badly. They only have one card in hand. They are dealing 15 to me, though, so I can't leave this board up. We might be dead. Got brooms in here, right? The answer is yes. Yes, I do. They're gonna deal 3 to me, are they? Hey, congrats, Super Crab. Yeah, like, they can't even play the Tamsin even if they complete the quest here. Because they don't have the mana to do so. I would very much like a Crystallizer, though.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
What? Did double damage the Homunculus? Well, I drew the nutty card here.
All of Stormwind shall share my pain. Flesh fails. Try crystal. Break it, you buy it.
I guess it works pretty well doubling the Crystallizer as well.
A little agony goes a long way.
Wait, they don't even have the, they need a Raised Dead to get the mana back. For some reason, I thought they just had already completed the quest, but the Darkglare came down a little late, which made it harder to activate. Needs to be a broom?
Flesh fails. Try crystal.
I feel like that would maybe work a little bit better after the quest.
Almost out of time.
Well, we drew the good card again. Wow. 4 Giants Flesh and which one? Molten. I think I coin this out and hold the tap. Stuff on board now is better than stuff on board later because that allows it to attack. It also gives me the potential to like kill this off and actually make use of the raised dead. Ooh, that can't feel good. Oops, indeed.
A little agony goes a long way.
There's actually no point in playing the raised dead this turn.
Try crystal. In the box? Pirate stuff.
So the correct order would have been here, then I only lose, and then I tap after.
Is this really necessary?
One damage off right now. Just find the Darkglare, win the game. Swag! Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. I'm testing out some Quest Warlock right now. Welcome, Antisocial. Alright. Next turn is pretty good already. Try not to run into mages. So far, so good. Twitch chat is telling me that this deck is unbeatable, though, so even mages can't beat me. So.
A little agony goes a long way.
Here, first. You see that, chat? I'm learning. Was a good choice. Darkglare seems like a pretty good card.
Flesh fails. Try crystal.
Can you imagine if Darkglare still gave 2 mana back? I would rather not. You need to make a Hemet Fatigue lock with the new quest out. That was the first thing I was considering doing, but then, like, I don't know. I wanted to see how good this deck is, and it turns out it's very good. I could still lose this if they get, like, crystallizers, you know? Wait. Are they clearing this? Why are they...
All of Stormwind shall share my pain.
I don't have much follow-up here unless I hit, like, an apothecary.
All of Stormwind shall
Oh no, do they have Raise Dead? But that doesn't... Yeah, that doesn't solve it. I mean, they do. But it only does 3. Just need a little bit more damage here, right? That'll do it. Save the tap for next turn. Need to find a Darkglare though. That helps. Now we're gonna do a 1 over, but that's fine. I've got the Crystallizer later. A lot of the complaints I see are primarily people that refuse to play the decks that counter solitaire decks because they want to play homebrew tier 5 decks and expect to have a 90% win rate. I mean, that's true to an extent. Like, it also just kind of feels helpless when your opponent kills you without being able to, respond. You shouldn't be forced or feel forced to play strictly tier 1 decks, though. Yeah, but at the same time, like, you shouldn't have the expectation that you're going to win as much as tier 1 decks with sub-tier 1 decks, right? Alright, opponent has an advantage because they have a Darkglare.
flesh fails. Try crystal.
The thing that people, like, leave out of this conversation as well is that, like, the existence of decks that beat solitaire decks or Quest Warlock, for instance, doesn't mean you have to play those decks, right? The metagame isn't just you versus the best deck in the format. It's you versus all of, like, the spread of possible decks in the format. If there are a lot of decks that beat Darkglare Warlock, even if you're not one of them, you're going to see less Darkglare Warlocks because the Darkglare Warlocks are getting bullied by the decks that beat Darkglare Warlock. So it's like that part is absent from the conversation, like, a lot of times.
What is taking so long?
Yeah, it is 100% riled up, yeah. Like, I mean, it's inevitable if I play a good deck. It's inevitably going to happen. Chat Smalding. Huh. I'm sure I'll get plenty of angry YouTube comments if I post a video on this deck. That's just the community in general is not happy with how Darkglare is right now. very similar to where it was before the expansion. Really wish I had power over overwhelmings right now. Seymour, thank you for the gifted sub. Like, I can't leave these on board, obviously, but I can get the Tamsin ready for next turn. What about Demon Project in this deck to snipe combo decks? I'd rather just make them dead. Rogue is Kingsbane, so we're going to have a hard time in this matchup, but I drew Darkglare, so that makes me much better at the game. I want to find card draw to go alongside it. I'm free to play. So was I for the first 5 years of playing competitively and hitting rank or single-digit legend, but... I would not like to be boiled, but you're probably right, you are going to beat me. Wild especially easy to play as a free-to-play? Yeah, that's why I moved to the format when I was free-to-play. Because, like, the decks that you build are going to be there for a long time. And you need fewer cards from released expansions if you hold on to the, like, existing ones, right? Okay. Need an activator for the lair here. I don't really want to go here. Like, that's so terrible. I'm just gonna tap. I've watched you from your start. I thought you were a true wild player, creative, trying to make old cards work. Why do you upgrade this already broken stuff, knowing that a lot of players will copy this? Your influence is huge right now. Don't take it as hate, because it's not. If you think it's me that's promoting this deck, that's already, as chat has noted, very prevalent on the ladder, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry that you're so upset over a problem that is non-existent, though. And I mean that sincerely.
A little agony goes a long way.
Flesh fades. Dry crystal.
Random fan, thank you for the 5 months. Hooray for 5 months of occasionally watching a live stream. Well, I appreciate it. The first mistake with that opinion is like assigning morality to the decks that somebody plays in a children's card game. Like, I just want to play this deck and see how good it is. I feel like a good way to learn how to beat a deck is to play said deck so that you understand its strengths and weaknesses. I don't think it's fair to get mad at people for playing a deck that is within the rule set of Hearthstone. Quest completed. I mean, I don't think the quest is going to do much here. I wasn't mad, it wasn't hate, just my opinion. You can think it's bad. I mean, quite literally accuse me of, I don't know, some weird breach of your moral code when I'm just playing a game.
Blood and plunder. Give me that. Not what I want.
The same logic applies to the opponents that you queue into, too. This isn't exclusive to me. I'm not above criticism by any means. What I'm saying is that you shouldn't, like, I don't know, you shouldn't assign morality to decks and criticize people for playing decks that they find fun. Thank you to legendary patrons Brian Wynn, Fizzle Jizzix, John Rusi, Jeffrey Pierce, Justice Crater, Corback, Noggleshire, St. Arthur, Shadow1 TV, Sognusman, and Fanfix.